Man who brutally killed his ex-girlfriend's mother more than 2 decades ago was finally sentenced in a Montgomery County courthouse earlier today. Eugene Gligor was sentenced to 30 years in prison for the murder of Leslie Prieur. Prieur was found brutally beaten in her Chevy Chase home in 2001. However, investigators weren't able to connect that man to the attack until last year. DNA evidence no doubt playing a critical role in his arrest. Our Lionel Donovan joining us live outside of the courthouse with more on the reaction to his sentencing. Lionel?
Good afternoon, Larry. Well, although the official sentence is 30 years, in court today, the judge suspended 8 of those years, so Gligor will only spend 22 years in prison. Now, Prieur's friends and family filled the courtroom today, and some of them had to push through tears as prosecutors showed the brutal aftermath of that attack, which Prieur unfortunately did not survive. Now, before the judge handed down the sentence, he asked a question that has haunted the Prieur family for 24 years now. Why did this happen? And when the courtroom cleared, there was still no answer. Today, the final chapter in a brutal story that began 24 years ago came to an end. Eugene Gligor was sentenced to spend the next 22 years in prison for the death of Leslie Prieur.
We wanted more, but the sentence was appropriate. It was above the Maryland sentencing guidelines, and we're happy for that.
Police found Prieur's body in her Chevy Chase home in May of 2001. Badly beaten and bruised. To this day, Gligor claims he doesn't remember attacking Prieur. In court, Gligor said, quote, "The greatest regret of my life is taking Leslie's life." However, Prieur's family said Gligor's words offered small comfort to decades of pain they've endured over Prieur's loss.
24 years of missing Leslie at family events she should have attended, and my 3 children never getting to know their kind and loving aunt as they got old enough to remember her.
Since the 2001 murder, Gligor worked a variety of jobs and was married twice. In court, prosecutors also called Gligor's remorse into question, arguing that after killing Prieur, Gligor cleaned the house to try and get rid of evidence. And in the 23 years between Prieur's death and his arrest, he never came forward. Now, after 24 years, Prieur's family is hoping that this will help bring some measure of peace.
Don't try and make sense out of it, because you never will. And I believe that. There was nothing that came out that I've ever heard, or any of us have ever heard, that would give any logic or motive whatsoever.
After 22 years in prison, the judge also mandated that Gligor will spend another 5 years on supervised probation. Live at the Montgomery County Courthouse, Lionel Donovan, WUSA 9.
All right, Lionel, we appreciate the information. Thank you so much.